Okay. Jared, I'm going to answer your question before we start again.
Totally forget about it.
What has been my biggest challenge going to two-handed? Creating ball speed. I have one-handed timing, and it doesn't lend itself to creating a lot of ball speed for two-handers. Two-handers have slightly different upper body and lower body timing than one-handers do. So that has been my biggest challenge so far. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Give me. Yeah, that's an awesome theme song. I hope it came through. All right, hopefully this is working now. As we've said before, I'm the Bearded Beast. That guy down there is Scoops. We've been doing this for more than 25 years, coming on 27 years. And now we've had a chance to upgrade some technology. Obviously, you can see that new technology means so many challenges, and just like those challenges in communication that we got because we couldn't hear each other, we see
Yep.
challenges in bowling all the time. So we're gonna try, if this continues to work, knock on wood, to do a show as much as we can. We're gonna be able to get the old guy in. We're gonna have Scoops here to answer questions. If you haven't watched us before, my qualifications. I've been a USBC silver level coach for a while. I'm a national coach for Team Canada. I'm an IPSIA certified driller and technician and an author. Also, I have this really nice beard here. And then we got Scoops. That down there. I gotta get used to that. And he is also a USBC coach, bronze level, and as the Chiron says, he's a really cool guy. Are we going to get a set of Wayne side reviews? Yes! This means, now that we finally have this working, this means we can have Wayne on the show. Because I'm pretty
Me.
sure we can just put the phone in front of him. That's all we got to do, just put it in front of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we were going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff tonight. New releases, we're going to talk about Storm, we're going to talk about Swag, we're going to talk about Brunswick. But we're going to do it fast tonight because of all the
Yeah.
challenges we've had.
Yeah. And I got to go to bed.
Yeah, he's got to get up real early. So I'm going to go over here. Welcome to the drill room. And I'm going to bring up, if I can here. Reopen tab. Reopen tab. I gotta get the website back up. Yeah. So, speaking of loading websites, let's talk Swag, Scoops. Swag has
Here we go.
6. I had to take off my shoes and stuff to get that high because I only use 2 fingers, so I had to put a foot up there. 6 new balls coming out.
Yeah.
New logo, new shelf appeal, new cores, new everything.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run over to their website here. You can see the balls on the side. But if we go to the interwebs, you can see, look, first of all, as Scoops was saying, congratulations, Swag, your website actually loads now. It is stunning. Might be one of the nicest looking pages now, which is crazy. As you can see, there's a ton of new balls here. We're going to talk a little bit about each one really fast. Answers questions as we can along the way. Now, we were going to put out this call to Swag and say, hey, send us some stuff. But a little birdie told me that we might see 1 or 2 of these.
Hopefully, soon, because I should get a knock on my door tomorrow.
This is kind of exciting because we reviewed 2 of their last 3 releases. We did the that Blizzard Glacier, which your dad still throws.
Yeah.
And the Big Bro Assembly, which
Yeah.
or assembled or assembler or whatever. For
Yeah.
Swag, thank you for going with shorter names. Short names,
Yes. With
good.
the new stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
And just look at the appeal of these pieces. Cool logos. Good heavens. I think maybe Beans yelling at them might have
Got them off their butts and
yeah, cuz these are
yeah.
pretty. So
They're
let's
really neat.
talk about these quickly. First one we're going to talk about is the Unreal. Now we've seen core that looks like that before, haven't we? Yeah. Yep. Yes, it's got some rotational symmetry to it. So you definitely want to make sure that you're getting your pre-drilled pin to spin line through or close to your fingers there, as we do with the PAL layout system. If you look at it, 251047, a symmetrical solid at 1500 polished, this sounds like a benchmark to me.
Yeah.
Like really like a benchmark.
I'm looking forward to throwing it for sure, just with those, even though it's got polish on it.
Yeah, absolutely. We got see what a call out from the chat here. What ball would you guys recommend for high speed, high rev, low tilt player on high friction? OG Snack Attack is even getting touchy. Wow. Or Sneak Attack.
Ooh.
Snack Attack. Sneak Attack. I mean, we'd always say something like a Rattler or like something higher RG, lower differential. If your OG Sneak Attack is getting touchy,
What about an axe?
yeah, that would be your next step down. Would be an axe.
Yeah.
The other thing you could do is you could go with a short pin Sneak Attack, try to get it to roll forward a little bit.
Yeah.
It's one of those balls that a lot of people keep in their bag. I've seen a few people in the chat talk about it. It's one of those control pieces, especially when you get later when you need to control the friction.
Yeah.
The other thing you could do is you could do like I do. We have a high friction center. I have a Spy that I keep at 500, 2000, and when I've got it with polish on it, that it does hook. Like
Yeah.
it hooks. So it might give you a little bit of a different look there. Back to
Yeah.
back to the page here. So we saw the Unreal. Check out the Black Dragon. Look at. Yes, a lot of people online have talked about this. We've seen a couple of these out in the wild. And they've talked about a lot of flare, a lot of mid lane. I think when we go back and look at this core, this is one of those funky ones with a lot of weight below the midline. It does look like that, doesn't it? 248, 054, 018, solid reactive. This is going to be like a Black Widow kind of. I think that's what the numbers are close to. Be interesting to drill one of these pinned down for you, or for one for you, one for your dad, and see how they kind of look.
Good compare, yeah.
Let's see if things are actually. There's actually things opening up now. Good heavens! The software's actually working.
Yay!
The next one we have here is the Fusion. That's another one of those ones. Look at that core. Symmetrical, but it's got those slots. It's got mirror symmetry or rotational symmetry. So when you turn it, let me go back to this so people can see me. So when you turn it, it doesn't necessarily stay symmetrical. which is a lot of people miss when they're drilling their two-handed stuff. For one-handed, it doesn't make as big a deal, though it will create a little bit of differential and intermediate differential difference. But for two-handers, it makes a huge deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So 254036. So this is a higher RG, lower differential. This is another control piece at 3000 grit. I think this kind of fits in. This almost fits in to that that sneak attack area. Yeah, interesting. So which is very interesting when we get to one of their other pieces here. Where is it here? Oh, and speaking of that, Nick brought this up earlier. Look at these performance lines. They're planning for the future. So all the different performance lines are going to have their own little tab here. We'll get back to you crazies here in a second. Where did we saw the Black Dragon. Oh, there it is, the advanced. Look at that crazy core. Yeah. A lot of mass below the equator here. That causes more, as we've seen with flip blocks, it causes a little bit more continuation down lane when you have a lot of mass down there. This is a 249 052 019. So this is going to be your strong moving ball.
Woo.
So last but not least, from these guys, we have the Crazies. One solid, one pearl. 252030. So this is almost in the high road area.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's really...
With the 3000 surface, too. I think the high roads were kept pretty close to around there, like at least when they first came out.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot here from... sorry.
Swag, yeah.
We're seeing a lot here from Swag. We're seeing... And I mean, we talked about it a little bit when we reviewed their last two. They were making leaps and bounds in their technology. Now they have, I guess, a North American company behind them now. Some people have said it's Bowler's Mart.
That's kind of maybe what I heard too. So.
Yeah. So now they've got...
And they're in Florida.
It's interesting. So they've got some new technology coming around, and they're definitely trying to catch up. Speaking of new technology... Storm has 3 new releases. So you can see here we've got the Zen 25, the Level, and the newly announced Equinox from this morning. They just talked about that one. So we'll go through them one at a time. The Zen 25, that is basically just a remake of the old Zen with the new AI core. It's the same Meditate core with the AI outer filling, the same Reserve 83 blend cover stock, but it's also being surfaced with the factory Power Edge technology, which means that they are they're away from polish and stuff. Even though this ball is shiny, they're moving away from the stuff that may have gotten them in trouble before.
Yeah.
So
I think that might have been even one of the balls that was
gotten rid of.
Yeah, it was right around. I remember one of the Zens were talked about quite a bit.
So it's interesting to see that one come back. Then we have the Level. Oops.
Now this is interesting too.
The Level. So if you look, right, the Level right here, that crazy little core there. This is not urethane, but they're looking for a urethane. They're looking for a urethane reaction. So, This one has, a small core to it. If you look at the core, it's only an 027 differential, which, if you look at the 259RG, that's Purple Hammer area. That's like 16-pound Purple Hammer area.
Yeah.
So
they were jumping to the 16 to get.
Yeah, and then they have this new cover stock, the RPM Solid. It's supposed to have like hyper.
Absorption?
Yeah, that's the word. It sucks. I don't want to say it sucks, but it sucks up oil really, really quick. And at 1,000 grit, it's a lot of surface on there, so it's going to get it even more. So interesting though, the Delaware Open, which we're going to talk about, that's going on in the PBA. Not a lot of Storm guys up on the top, so we haven't seen the level come out as much on that modified, like the new cheetah pattern, which is where we'd think we'd see it.
Yeah, it's where we've seen stuff in the past, like the Purple Hammer and stuff come out.
Yeah. Now, lastly, we've got this one here, the new Equinox. Now, the Equinox is... Okay, it's this new ball that's designed specifically for league bowlers. It's purpose-built for league bowlers. It says it right there. When I put this up, somebody commented online, because we had a pretty spicy discourse online about it. Gee, it's good to know that they weren't building balls for me for league bowlers before. Whoops! I don't think that's what they meant, but a little poor wording. This has a new core. It has a whole bunch of cylinders. A cylinder here and a cylinder in the middle, and then a cylinder at the bottom, and then a flip block. Yeah, they tried to keep... I think that core... The lighter weight versions almost remind me of... There's another ball, and I can't remember what it is. But I know I've seen that core shape before. Maybe somebody in the chat will remember it. 248, 054, 018. This is a strong ball. And this has their new A1S, or Adhesion 1S Pearl cover stock on it. Adhesion, cohesion. One of the spicy talks we had on Facebook is a lot of companies seem to have, somebody comes out with a name and then you get a lot of names that sound very similar.
Yeah.
So, and it's not just Storm. Every company's done it. You got.
No.
I think one of the original Jackals for Motive had a cohesion on it as well. So like it's all over it's funny how many companies end up with the same thought pattern at the same time.
Well, and let's just say, even going back to the swag judge, there's been a judge out before a long time ago.
Yep.
Right? So things get recycled and used, and there's only so many words in the English language for stickiness too.
That's right. And if you guys have any questions or anything, don't forget to throw them in the chat at the bottom there. We do have a super chat goal if we get to 2 pledges of $10 or more, or a total of 10 super chats of $1 or more in the next 30 minutes, I'll do a review in a kilt. I might even wear underwear.
I hope he wears underwear.
Yeah, especially two-handed. You don't want that thing coming up.
Yeah. You guys don't have to be there. I do.
Maybe I should start these goals and do one and say, if you don't put in a super chat, I'll start doing them in a kilt. Coming soon, 22 HK cover stock. Yeah, that's right, Ted Polymers. That's right. We're going to get just a different combination of all the letters. It'll be Adhesion HL45 Special Reserve Johnny Walker number 3. Usually pay double for that kind of action, Cotton. It's a bold move. All right. But this Equinox, I saw a few guys actually throwing it, watching some of the coverage for Delaware. I didn't see a lot of Storm guys at the top, but when they were, especially on practice day, that seemed to be the ball that they were going to open up the lanes when they needed some length and they needed it to get through the pins. All right, so last but not least, we're going to talk about some of the new releases from Hammer and so the Brands of Brunswick. So we've got here the 3D offset and the Black Widow Mania. I don't think there's a lot that needs to be said about Hammer stuff. Nick already, I think, didn't you already shoot like a 270 something with the Black Widow Mania? Like, that ball, Black Widow is always going to be a Black Widow. It's always going to be amazing. Dead Palmers was saying, I swear my pro shop has already sold 50 of the Manias, and I could believe it very easily. I know I was watching one pro shop that they had a wall of them for pre-orders. So, and I think I said in the video that that's the one that if there's gonna be a run on it, to pre-order it.
We did, yeah.
So where were we here? Boom. So yeah, the other ball was the 3D Assault. Oh, I got it right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a hard time with that one.
I did, yeah. The Assault seemed pretty good. It's very benchmarky. I know you liked it.
Yeah, it went really well with the Black Widow, actually.
Yeah,
they fed off each other really well. So.
I think if you were going to get out of your teal, because I know how much you like your teal, I think that would probably be the ball that I would put you into.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. So.
No. Let's see here. So we have a question here. Do you create your own surface for new balls, or do you just go with the factory finish? We always use the factory finish out of box. We know that people can change them, and we actually talk about it in our videos, how and why we would change the surface on it. But we think that people should try them out of box.
Yeah.
At least once. Odzilla, still have a Hammer Scandal Pearl. That was the one that had the 890, wasn't it? That was the green one?
Yeah. We did a review on that one, yeah.
I think so. One of the best balls I ever rolled. Have to get it re-drilled since designated for my son when he bowls in high school. That's nice of you. That's awesome. Passing it forward.
Yeah, Dad did really well with that one.
Yeah. Next up after that, we had Radical. The Outer Limits Solid. And the new Snapshot, which is like a baby katana. It's that new super symmetrical shape that's kind of baby katana-ish. Outer Limits hooks.
Yes.
Yeah, put some polish on it, and I was able to get a few more feet. We should put some polish on it for you guys to see how much more you get out of it. But that thing still hooks like a bat out of hell.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Snapshot. That kind of replaced the Paradox. And it's another one of those super symmetricals that's going to be a bridge piece between your symmetrical pieces and your big ASIMs.
It's just amazing, yeah.
They're two pieces that complement each other. You can go from one to the other. And then, last but not least, definitely not least, if I can get it to load up here. Come on over. We've got Ebonite and DV8 launches. We had the Crusher 2, the Crushinating, and the Troublemaker. So that Crush Hybrid's just plain sick good.
Awesome. Yeah. It's so funny to have two balls with the same nameplate.
And the same hybrid cover stock.
Same cover, yeah, but just enough that it's changed,
it really
the motion and everything that goes with it, right? Like, and they play off each other well.
Yeah, it really shows how much HK22 makes a difference. Because you think it's the exact same cover stock, they've just added the HK22 and done a tiny change to the surface prep, and it's like a different ball.
Exactly, yeah.
So, and then the Troublemaker Solid. You guys didn't get to throw this one because you use your thumb like naughty little people. And, I got to throw it. I liked it. It went into my bag. I threw some polish on it. I really liked my Troublemaker number 2. The one I put some polish on that, and that thing has been phenomenal. for me. I just have to be able to, shoot spares because I'm not as good as I was when I was one-handed. I'll get there, though.
Yeah. Well, last week you bowled really well.
Yeah, I've had a couple of
Yeah,
good
it's
weeks.
getting there. Yeah. Yeah. You're getting there. It's all about consistency.
All right, so we're heading back to the interwebs here.
Interwebs, the magic of the internet.
And we're heading to the Delaware Classic. PBA Tour is back in season. It's the very first event. And as we said, they're on the new cheetah pattern. Looks like it has a ton of oil. I think it has 34 or 36 units. Like, that's a lot of oil. And let's check out how the standings are going. When last we checked in, Bill O'Neill was in first, so they're through 10 games. Michael Davidson now in first. There's Justin Grassy Knowles there in third. He's been bowling well ever since he made the company change. But look at this here. Look at this. Brunswick. Ryan Barnes up there. God, that kid is good. I heard his dad's okay too. Yeah, Andrew Anderson. He made the move to SPI as well. He seems to be liking that. A lot of big names. Graham Faw just did huge numbers at the Canadian Championships, like the team trials. He's up there, top 16. A lot of good names. Jacob Buttriff. Woo! That guy is awesome. Absolutely. We've talked with him many, many times, and we've seen him at events and stuff. Pretty cool guy. I'm heading back to the question section. Oh my goodness! I want to see Rob in a kilt. Sarah donated $2.
All right.
That's sad. Somebody wants to see these chicken legs. You know what we should do is we should have a super chat. And we should have a goal and try to give away like to one of the junior programs or something like that. And we should have a super chat for like $100. And if we get it, we'll do a review in Budgie Smugglers. We'll do a live review in Budgie Smugglers.
Oh my God. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to see that.
I'll get that pulled up wedgie.
You get kicked out of the bowling alley.
See Rob doing shot put. Yep. In my Budgie Smuggler. Woo! Master of Pennies. What bowling style do you think I have? Stroker, power stroker, tweener, power tweener, or cranker? Interesting. We don't really use those a lot anymore, do we?
No. I was thinking that myself. We've kind of gone away from that, just more to the
rev dominant, match, speed dominant. In that case, I've watched you. You're speed dominant slightly one way. Not speed dominant, sorry. Matched. That's the word I was looking for. You do have a little bit, your speed's a little different, so I think that's where it throws it off a little bit. You know what I'm going to do? Because I can do this. YouTube. Master of... Okay, so this is one of these cool things that we can do. Yeah, because I can't really see his rev rate too much. Let me try this one. Get a better look at his rev rate. Maybe if I stopped jumping around. Yeah, all right, let's see here. Because I remember watching before. Here we go. He's got great ball speed. Yeah, he's pretty matched. In my eyes, you're pretty matched, my friend.
Yeah. I would say the same. Yeah.
Do you bowl in a kilt for a tournament, Oddzilla? Oh, I would. If we got enough super chats, heck yeah.
You have. You
Oh.
have in the past.
I have.
Yeah.
I'd bowl a tournament in a bikini top if I was allowed to for the right money. Everybody's got a price.
Oh.
So I think that's going to be about it tonight, because we did have a late start, unfortunately, because of all the technical issues. Want to really thank everyone for hanging in there and joining us, and joining us, and joining us, and joining us. Very much appreciated. But as you can see, one of the new things that we can do here is we can actually look at you bowl, and we can talk about you. We can coach you right on the show. Scoops, myself, Wayne, we can do all sorts of new cool things here with this new setup, as long as it keeps working. And that's what we plan to do. One of the things I was telling Scoops about is we actually now are able to do a camera right at the drill press. We're going to be able to do a camera down in the dungeon, which is my workout room. So we're going to be able to share some workout tips and stuff like that. We're going to be able to do live tournaments and put bowlers from anywhere, 2 bowlers from anywhere on the planet against each other. Got some crazy stuff that we're going to be able to do here.
Yeah. Quite excited.
Very, very excited. Oddzilla, thank you. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate everybody who's watched and thrown in some comments tonight. Very, very much. We're going to do this again, hopefully next week. Maybe not Tuesday. Nick and I are going to talk about a time and stuff. Because, everybody has lives and stuff. Oh, no! Nick died. Oh, I know what happened. I lost my connection and Nick dropped out. That's the perfect time to leave then. So I'm thinking, thank you everyone for watching tonight. Very much appreciated. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. We'll try to get to them next episode. We'll answer anything we can. If you have questions, please send them to us at lanesidereviews@live.com. Or, like I said, put them in the comments. Or join us on Facebook, and you can leave comments there. We're going to answer everything we can. We don't care what brand it is. Just because somebody throws one brand or another, we're not tribal. We'll talk about everybody. And that's actually a really good topic. We should talk about tribalism in bowling and how people are so defensive about their brands. But until next time, guys, I am the Bearded Beast. Scoops is trying to figure out what happened to his phone, and Wayne is still somewhere in the ethos. Maybe he will join us. But until next time, guys, we'll see you laneside.